Let's meditate. Quiet ocean. Your mind be still. From the beta wave, which is busy, to alpha wave. That's the kind of brain waves functioning. The change from mind-driven way to heart-driven way. Calm, quiet. Instead of what to do, what is important. And let it speak by itself. No searching, no pushing, no wanting to accomplish. Let natural way to prevail, address what's important, not what we think is important, but what our whole body and mind find it important. Late Mr. Nakayama, who passed away in 2002. I spent 15 years prior to that. Every time I visited Japan, he had so many books, close to 100. And I just thought about one book, The Brain of Genius. What's the mechanism of that? That's basically a title of the book. He studied Konosuke Matsushita, and there's a book about it. People call him the genius of management. Being able to detect the danger to avoid. And as Matsushita himself says, you can become lucky if you have a snow mind. Snow mind is difficult to translate, but basically it's like a samadhi, a state of calm and quiet, gentle, not biased. It's the mind to see through what's really important, not to be biased by the noise of greed, fear, anything that mind may produce to block us to see what really is important to live life. To be happy in the truest sense, what is meant. To discover and accomplish that. It's not simple. Well, actually, it's very simple, but not simple if our mind is with greed, egocentric, and trying to prove instead of let the situation to prove what is right. Right in the sense of following the laws of nature. So it's just the absolute state to bring out the wisdom and compassion. I was reading some of the books of Nakayama yesterday evening. It was so refreshing. I captured some of the essence of the book in my home page, and I translated that into English because it's not difficult anymore. But as I read back, lots of stuff come back. Not just the memory of it, but also when I was walking down to the beach to meditate, an interesting idea popped up. I'm not gonna discuss it, it's too difficult. But the idea that is genuine and to the point, I didn't know before, came out. Very powerful if he accessed the brain of genius. But as much as everybody's got the brain and the heart, and we all came from the way of nature, we can access that. And the mechanism that Nakayama talks about is profound. So after translating the various parts from the book in a condensed manner, I can share that in description if you want to take a look at. I want to make a video of it, but this incident this morning of some discovery from the past pointed what Nakayama had shared has so much depth to live a better life. Not better in the sense of wealth or fame or greed accomplished, but genuine sense of being able to use our talent fully. And it applies to many areas, as I have shared, from the surfing, or acting, or painting, or management, or investment, or communication. The genius way, the genius brain can be accessed by us if we open up a state of samadhi and let things to happen. I talked about Einstein. Also, Einstein talked about Spinoza's brain, Spinoza's God. Nakayama talked about Einstein. It's about Zenkigen, full utilization of our talent, and remove the blockages, bottleneck. I posted a few Einstein's video. Maybe I'll revisit that too. It goes back to the very basic principle. In short, it is like going back to the Garden of Eden. No thinking, no word, no logic. But it's not to just be no word, no logic, but since we use our brain, how to fully utilize our brain. That's the secret, if you want to call that as a secret. But the secret is the nature's way. But having developed certain unnatural habit in the brain, with ego, we use our brain always in a sense of choosing A or B, right or wrong, which by itself has merit to live well, but not live with ego. So we are to learn or unlearn the bad habit. The more we uncover the useless way of using the brain, we open up this potential. It's like a fountain coming out the water from the deep well. More you go find the channel to open up, more we are relaxed, calm and quiet. And our mind, the conscious mind, get less to reach out the unconscious in which the potential exists for us to be connected to the root. There are various ways to do that. As I revisited Zen temple, I'm revisiting what I've written, and those words I left 15 years ago or more. I'm so happy to rediscover the wisdom and compassion and the way of genius brain, as Nakayama mentioned. Einstein said, "I'm not genius. I can stay with the problem longer than other people," or something like that. That simple sentence says a lot. I feel he had this samadhi state. I also read yesterday Meister Eckhart. There's another wealth of information. This is the YouTube video I saw. It was so profound and I enjoyed. Fitting to talk about or share this idea of genius brain or full utilization of our talent. I had an interesting discussion with Deep Sea, which I can share if you're interested. So Nakayama, Einstein, and Meister Eckhart. There are many like gems, jewels, something sparkling as if to show the opening to find wisdom and compassion. Genius sounds like something far-fetched, but the genius of the work of nature that produced us, this human with lots of potentials within. By putting the pieces, the dust of the universe in certain form, we are here. The miracle, and the miracle is still functioning if we know how to access it. Not knowing in the brain, but experientially going through that. If you stay with the problem longer, that if you're interested, you may find the genius within us. The miracle is everywhere, and we are one of them. May all beings be happy. If there's a will, there's a way. The will of the nature is with us, in us, all over. Thank you.